I'm Toby. That's Dan. It's a bit camera shy and grumpy. This is our Civic EJ9 1999 project. It's pretty standard other than the wheels, which are the spears off this one at the moment. And it's got a Del Sol subframe with 626 discs. It's pretty standard other than that. We're going to do an engine swap on it, but not the normal K series or B18.
Like that.
It's going to have one of these, the PD. It's like the Peugeot's got. This has had quite a bit done to it now, hasn't it?
I think everyone's seen a lot of it on Facebook and Instagram. But
It's quite known everywhere now. But what was it? A 1.8 diesel, wasn't it originally?
it was a 1.8 non-turbo diesel that was, I paid £160 for it.
Because of the number plate.
That's literally all I wanted it for.
Which is the original plate off it. It's not a private plate.
So then I put a D turbo in it from a 306. Engine come from a scrapyard off the floor for about 40 quid. I run that for 3.5, 4 years or something, and then a conrod left the chat. So I always said when it blew up, I'd PD swap it. So then it's probably had 5 or 6 PD engines now because it's fucking melted. But I think we've got around the melting issue. I think a lot of it was to do with the shit intercooler and me refusing to cut the bumper up. So now it's got an intercooler and a charge cooler, which seems to keep it all under control. It's got a rear mounted radiator in the back for this, which is the charge cooler.
If you can see it.
Probably can't. Stick your head in there.
You might be able to. But yeah, it's just under here. There is a radiator there.
Yeah, all different suspension and subframe.
There's not much left that's original, is there?
No, not really. Just the shell, really. And
oh, it's got water meth injection.
it's not plumbed in at the minute.
Is it off at the minute, is it?
Yeah.
Cage, bucket seats. It's pretty raw, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not the it's not the quietest environment to be in once you're in it, but it's quick.
The current engine specs, a 28721 ball bearing with a 272 cam, 120 injectors, ported pistons. It's got a custom 6-pedal SRE clutch with a solid disc. Wave track LSD with a 4th gear support. It's got an uprated fuel pump because apparently they're needed for anything over 350 brake. I can't really think of much else. There's probably loads, but I can't think.
Don't know what power it is because it's not being on a dyno, but
we know it does a genuine 170 mile an hour
on GPS.
We've experienced it and it wasn't nice. It would probably do a lot more. It was still pulling fucking hard, but we got scared, so we just left it at that and said, yeah, it's pretty quick.
Yeah, 170 in a baked bean tin's not.
Yeah, tyres are only rated.
Scary.
The tyres are only rated to 149 as well, so we'll just leave it at that, I think.
Train sports, you know. Yeah. That's that one, and well,
I think I'm the reason for this.
Yeah, you probably are, because I've built a couple of Civics, and this one's K-swapped, turboed, standard engine, Pulsar 3582 turbo. Nothing special really. 16 psi boost at the minute because we turned it down because I kept killing engines.
Stock gearbox.
Standard gearbox. It's not even got a diff in it.
5-speed.
Yeah, 5-speed box. What did that make? 473?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. And less than a bar of boost.
Yeah, 16 psi.
Yeah, something like that.
So, I mean, it's nothing fancy. It's just stripped out, 2 seats, harnesses.
A bit cleaner than that.
It is, yeah, it's only done 58,000. And it's not actually got rust, which is the weirdest thing ever for a Civic. Well, Honda full stop. It's been kept in the garage for 8 years, that's why. It was only a track car anyway.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we thought the engine's good. And the chassis are good. So why not put them together? We'll have to keep watching for the build on this. We found ourselves a donor car. It's a Seat Toledo with the PD 150 in it, the ARL engine code, and it's only done 116k. It's never been mapped. It's just a nice standard looked after car. Dan's been messing with the ECU. He decided to add launch controls with it. It's at about 2,000 RPM though. Yeah, seems to be driving it everywhere on it. Before we can get the engine in, need to swap the subframe over for one off NEG because there's just not enough room with the standard one. You not like being on camera?
No.
It's tough. Yeah, I know. YouTube star.
And then the throttle pedal, brake pedal.
Original steering wheel to go on. Touch. SR touch is on. Brake pedal, throttle. I've already done the put the clutch switch on off the Volkswagen. A brake switch off the Volkswagen that we put on, and just a stop using a bolt nut. It's not pretty, but it works. The throttle pedal needs to go on here. And just weld a plate on the back and bolt it too.
check the drill bit sharp.
Brake pedal is on. Turn the light on. And throttle. It's hard to see, but all works proper. Not pretty, but it works. Just needs cutting out more. And this welding up for, I had no idea why this is like this, but somebody's done it. It wants tidying up and plating back up. Do the job, not it? Now I'm going to get steering wheel swapped over for the original because I want it to look stock as possible, really. Get carpet in that we've got down here somewhere. Hold all the seats in proper. Right, that's another job off the list. The carpet's in, seats are bolted back down, and the steering wheel's bolted back on. Looks a lot cleaner.
Sounds just like a Golf.
This is a alley rad for a BMW that we are chopping and shortening because it's too tall for the Civic.
If this leaks, I'm blaming Toby. I think we'll just make a cap to go over the top of that now, just to make it look pretty, even though you won't even see it. So I've just cut two little strips of checker plate. I wasn't going to bother, but I think it will help protect the bottom of it. So we'll weld it on the bottom and create a channel, I think. Not perfect, but do the same the other side. It should be a bit stronger than it is now. So if we can get the radiator fixed in the position somewhere where it is now, it gives us plenty of room over the top of the radiator to get boost pipes, which will make it nice and easy. Hopefully this won't end up like the 205 where the engine comes in and out so many times. I think it's about 5 engines I've put in it now. I definitely don't want that with this, but definitely learnt a lot on the way. Probably a lot more to learn as well, so we'll see. I don't know if this will end up with a big turbo, but we'll see what Toby thinks. Let everyone hate it first, and then probably try and make it fast so everyone can hate it a bit more. So this is just a piece of 8 or 10mm aluminium. I've just drilled and tapped one hole, so we'll cut that out and then weld that to the radiator, and then we can either bolt to that or put a stud in it which will then stay in the radiator, and then that will then drop through 2 metal tabs that are welded onto the bottom of the slam panel. So we'll probably put a piece of rubber in between so it will stop any vibration. This is quite easy to tap. Now if you try and do it with like a tapered tap, like a 1/8 MPT, you normally find it just strips the thread straight out, and it doesn't like being tapped. So, but this is quite easy. It's not as easy one-handed though. Hopefully I don't snap it. No, it seems to be quite good. There we go. So I'll just cut them out and then get them welded to the radiator, which I'll show you, and then it'll all become quite clear. And then for the top, we probably might not need anything. Sounds like a bit of a bodge, but that's what we are after all, bodged and boosted. So we'll probably just let the rubber pipes take the strain, unless I find an easy way to mount a bracket there as well. So I've cut them out, so one of them will then get welded onto here. I don't know if it'll focus. Anyway, shit camera, just a cheap Amazon special camera. Anyway, that will get welded onto there, then we'll put a stud in that, which will then sit on 2 little tabs that will be welded into the car. So we'll get them welded. That's it, so they're welded on. Probably didn't need welding all the way around, but it's good practice, because I'm not a fucking welder. So with them welded on, just cut the heads off some bolts, rounded the end off, so they'll work as studs. Might Loctite them in, probably be fine without though. I've just made some brackets, and then they'll get welded onto the lower cross member. So you get the idea now. I think I will make a bracket for the top, just stops it wobbling about. So that's them welded on. Welding upside down is awful. It either ends up in your ear or in your armpit, or just somewhere where it's going to burn you. Done it loads of times. But anyway, if I put a piece of rubber in between the steel and the aluminium, should stop it vibrating. and then we'll do something similar at the top and call that done. I need to put a fixing somewhere up here just to hold the top of the radiator. So I've got a riv nut. I've not used one of these for ages, mainly because the tool that I've got, well, that I had for it, I broke. So I've just got a nut and bolt, put a nut on it, and then I've drilled a nut out. Just put that over the bolt, and put the riv nut on, and I should be able to, with 2 spanners, be able to make this work. A bit fiddly, but so now we've got a thread in the top of that without having to weld a nut behind it. So I can weld a tab on here now, on the radiator, drill a hole in it. We've got something to thread a bolt into there with a piece of rubber behind that, and that'll finish the radiator mount off. And it's just a case of making pipe fittings fit. That's it. That's the top mount on. Now I just need to change the inlet and the outlet, but that might have to wait because I'm about out of argon, so I can't get any more gas till next week, which is annoying. So now I've got the fan mounted to the radiator. I just welded some aluminium to the bottom of it, drilled and tapped it, then put a stud in it, and then a lock nut with a bit of Loctite, same that side. This is a Volkswagen fan actually, well, the one that come off the Seat, because slimline fans that you get off eBay seem to be fucking shit, like a blow harder. So I thought we'd go with an original fan, but at the top I've managed to just drill a 6mm hole and then put a nut and bolt, same that side. So I think that's about all the TIG welding we can do for now until I get some more gas, so I can't really finish that, but yeah, another job nearly finished.
Alright guys, if you like this video, make sure you like it and subscribe. We've got plenty more stuff in planned.
There's obviously what I've already mentioned in one of the videos of a supercharger being put on my classic Mini, and then Toby's got, is it a Road Legal GoPad?
Yeah.
Which is one of the proper American GoPads. So there'll be a little build on that, I think. These are just the things that we've already got.
Just random stuff.
And then if you've also been following my Instagram, you'll also know about this, which is a truck turbo, which will be going on the 205 as a compound setup. So I'd imagine we'll probably film a lot of that.
Yeah.
And we've got a lot more ideas in mind.
Yeah, there's loads of stuff we want to do.
Which will probably materialise. It's just the time everything takes, and then obviously winter's here now, so, but we've got plenty we can be doing.
Yeah, that's it.
But yeah, if you like this sort of stuff, Don't forget to like and subscribe.